It's now my pleasure to give the floor to Ms. Julienne Luswenge of the Fund of Congolese Women and of the Female Solidarity for Integrated Peace and Development in the Democratic Republic of the Congo.
Monsieur le Président,
Mr. President, Secretary General, distinguished guests, peace opens the door for development. Development builds and consolidates peace. These two concepts cannot be taken separately. They are intrinsically linked. The dawning of the 2030 Agenda, sustainable peace remains a dream in the Democratic Republic of Congo, like in many other UN member countries. In these conditions, the hopes of communities that are aspiring for development are stymied. To advance the 2030 Agenda, it is crucial to address the causes of conflicts, namely the illicit exploitation of natural resources, land expropriation, the unequal distribution of natural resources, leaving the majority of peoples in extreme poverty, impunity, and poor governance. To achieve sustaining peace, we must respect peace accords, and we must implement treaties and resolutions on mineral ore exploitation. In my country, the people are suffering from the illegal exploitation of these mineral ores. For example, the people of DRC are not benefiting from the exorbitant profits from coltan. This is a mineral ore that allows us to create our telephones and our computers. The Mother Earth of the DRC feeds the children of our neighbors, but does not feed its own. How can we continue to close our eyes to these well-known injustices? President, Secretary General, distinguished guests, it is time to create an effective and efficient system for the wealth of our beautiful globe to benefit its people. Let us join together as a coalition that includes technology companies that are exploiting natural resources, and let us find concrete solutions to bring about real change, all while respecting the environment. This wealth allows us to have the possibility to build schools, roads, hospitals, and to bring drinking water to populations. Let us not forget that there are still women that are dying today while giving birth due to a lack of institutions and services. It's crucial to create a mechanism to invest in access and drinking water and agricultural land for everyone. Without drinking water and other basic services, it will be impossible to achieve the 2030 Agenda goals and to reach global and sustainable development. President, Secretary General, distinguished guests, let us continue to work together so as to create a sustainable green economy founded on innovation and inclusivity. The women of the world carry out 90% of agricultural work, but only own 2% of the land. How is this possible? Help us to develop our family farming by building new tools to transform and preserve our harvests, thus protecting our health. Help women, even those who are illiterate, to be trained to provide solar energy in their villages, just like the solar grandmothers that build solar panels themselves. Help women exploit the power of rivers and wind to light our schools, hospitals, and our homes, reducing cooking times, and avoiding pulmonary illnesses. Help us to train female engineers to build lasting infrastructure that would respond to the real needs of local populations. We don't want to just build highways, but also walkways for women to be able to bring their merchandise to market. Let us build inclusive villages with lighted paths to reduce violence and protect women and girls as they move freely. Let us protect our girls so that they can go to school without fear of becoming victims of sexual violence. We need women to design 21st century infrastructure. Women working side by side with men as equal partners bring about diverse ideas and valuable knowledge for the advancement of all. So as to continue to change the status quo, we must continue our efforts and teach our children about peaceful cohabitation and about respect for the rights of women and girls. The most prizeful resources in Africa are women. They are always active and innovating. It is fundamental that we recognize the synergy between the need to promote the rights of women and girls and gender equality and conflict prevention. Women must have the opportunity to participate and significantly influence all peace processes, political decisions, conflict prevention efforts, economic and development strategies. This is the key to success for the 2030 Agenda, and I thank you sincerely.
And I wish to thank Ms. Luswenge for her statement, and I think her words on peace and development, and particularly the role of women and the eradication of fear, will ring through the day's proceedings.